The lady at the trailer park. What was her significance?
Not giving out information about where he was or where he was going.
She's such an important character. And I want to park that there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do we learn about the character from her? So park that there. And I want to kind of get into my thoughts on my controversial thoughts on what this movie might mean.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay.
And the question is, who's the bad guy? Is Anton Chigurh really the bad guy?
Yeah, I mean, I want to say the bad guy is the cartel because he works for the cartel, and all this went down because of the cartel. I mean, that's just what I end watching in terms of the bad guy being. We don't really see the bad guy, but we think it's Anton.
So think about Llewellyn Moss. How's he operate? I mean, he's stealing money, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, that money wasn't his, and as soon as he takes it, that's the beginning of the end for him. And for the whole movie, he's on the run, and he never makes it. But we see subtleties within him, makes him good. You know, like the pool scene at the end where that girl is inviting him back into her hotel room, and he's like, "I'm married.
I know what beer leads to." So we think he's righteous. You know, right, it's bad guy's money, so it's up for grabs.
Yeah, he's all right.
But he stole it. Right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Through his journey, he's just kind of winging it. He's not sure what's going on. He doesn't understand the state of play. Ed Tom is trying to tell him. When they go into his trailer and he pours that glass of milk.
Yeah.
And the younger cop says, "Do you think he knows who's chasing him?" And Ed Tom says, "Well, he's seen all the things I've seen, and it sure made an impression on me." So you have Llewellyn Moss, who stole money, is just winging it, making up as he go along in panic. Sure, he's a skilled operator, but what's he value? If he's truly a moral person, you know, in the light of the law, is he doing right?
Right,
you know,
no. I mean, no. I mean, there's a lot of conflict within you as a viewer of like, wait a minute, like I'm rooting for this guy, but is he really that good?
And then you look at Anton Chigurh,
and then you question if he's really bad. Like there's parts of him to me.
I mean, obviously he's bad. He's killing people,
right.
But he stays true to what he is.
Yeah,
what he's about. I do what I do, and this is what I do. And everybody I encounter, I will treat you the same way within my code, right? So you see the coin flip with the guy at the gas station. You know, I don't have any particular beef with you, but maybe I want free gas or whatever, and maybe I'm just messing around, but I'm gonna flip a coin. And the guy has no idea that,
his life is at stake.
And we go back and think about that. Oh, was he going to kill him if he got it wrong?
And you get the intent, you get the feeling that, yeah, he was going to.
Yeah. And
I thought I was prepared for him to go. The first time I saw it, I was like, oh gosh, this poor old guy in this old gas station, for generations, he's going.
And then he goes up into the office. So once he discovers that other people are looking for the money too, he goes back to the office of the accountant for the cartel.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, you picked the right tool for the job. I'm doing this. Why you send someone else? And, he said, well, I thought we, covered blah, blah, blah. And so it seems like it's over. And then he kills the guy because he's mad at him. Right. And another guy is in there and he goes, are you going to kill me too? And he says, it depends. Do you see me? Right? Because we learn throughout the movie that very few people know what he looks like, except for Woody Harrelson's character. They're trying to look for a guy. Nobody knows what he looks like. And they're implying that for the most part, anybody that he has any slight beef with or is in the way of what he's trying to do, who's seen him, he kills him.
Right.
Except for the lady at the trailer park. Why didn't he kill her?
I don't know.
That's the only person who stood in his way in the entire movie.
Right.
That he didn't kill.
Yeah.
She didn't give him the information he needed.
Right.
Sure, he was able to figure it out.
Right.
He
didn't flip a coin on her.
So what do we learn?
Yeah.
What do we learn about everybody?
I'm trying to figure that out. I don't know.
She stood up for her code.
Okay.
It is within my code as the manager of this facility to not give out information. And she stood up to him with her code and said, I am not giving that information out. And then gave him that stare. And you could see him, oh, she's serious, right? So you go back to the guy at the gas station.
Yeah.
Why do you think he was willing to kill him? He flipped a coin.
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think about that conversation. There's a lot happening in that conversation.
Because he's a man who doesn't seem to have a code. He's just kind of winging it. I inherited this gas station because we close now. Well, what time is that? Well, about now, and he's like, this guy's full of shit,
right,
and so he's willing to kill this guy because he seems to have no code. He doesn't stand up for who he is. He's not being who he truly is in this universe. And so it all comes down to when he's in that hotel where Carson is and Llewellyn's in a Mexican hospital across the river. And he's talking to him, got to kill me. You're crazy. Don't kill me, And he spells it out. This is the most spelled out for what I think the theme of the movie is the whole time, where he says to Carson, he says, if the rule you followed brought you to this, of what use was the rule? Why have a code if it's going to bring you to your death? So I'm by no means saying Anton Chigurh is the good guy, but if you strip away, what our laws are and the morality of killing people and all those sorts of things, the movie is about, one, being a skilled operator, and two, having a code and sticking to it is how you move forward in this universe they've created. And Anton Chigurh, seems to get away without the justice we wanted at the end.
Right.
And he stuck to his code the entire time. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I think that's why the lady in the trailer park is so important. Because she stood up for her code. And it's the only person that stood in his way in the movie that he didn't kill or try to kill.